In the realm of success, whether it's a blockbuster movie or a groundbreaking car model, when something really works, it's bound to be replicated. This was certainly the case in the 1980s, when two titans of the American auto industry crossed paths once again: Lee Iacocca, the visionary behind the Ford Mustang, and Carroll Shelby, the legendary racing icon known for his iconic Cobra. This reunion wasn't just a chance meeting, it marked a pivotal moment in automotive history. Iacocca and Shelby teamed up to create something truly unique, breathing new life into the Dodge brand and making sports cars more accessible to everyday drivers. The result of their collaboration was the Dodge Shelby Charger, along with the high-performance GLHS Shelby. These vehicles were designed not only to attract speed enthusiasts but also to appeal to regular drivers seeking style and performance. The GLHS, Go Like Hell Shelby, wasn't just a car, it was a statement about speed and innovation. Although today, the Dodge Shelby Charger and GLHS are often overshadowed by their more powerful V8 siblings, they possess a fascinating history and distinct characteristics. Equipped with a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, these cars offered a perfect blend of power and fuel efficiency, making them appealing in an era that valued both performance and practicality. In today's exploration, we'll dive deep into the story of the Dodge Shelby Chargers, tracing their development, technical innovations, and how they reshaped perceptions of sports cars in the 1980s. We'll hear from enthusiasts, experts, and recount memorable experiences surrounding these vehicles, bringing to life a forgotten chapter in automotive history. Join us as we embark on this journey to rediscover the allure of the Dodge Shelby Charger and GLHS Shelby, icons of a time when innovation and driving excitement went hand in hand. Before we dive into the intricacies of the Shelby Charger, it's essential to understand Chrysler's background to fully appreciate why this vehicle was such a significant milestone. The 1980s represented a critical turning point for Chrysler, a company that was on the brink of collapse due to declining production quality and severe financial troubles. By the late 1970s, Chrysler was struggling mightily. The company had been plagued by poor management decisions and mounting losses, which pushed it dangerously close to bankruptcy. Enter Lee Iacocca, a name synonymous with automotive innovation and leadership. Prior to his involvement with Chrysler, Iacocca had made his mark at Ford Motor Company. He was the driving force behind several major successes, including the creation of the Ford Mustang, the Mercury Cougar, and the Ford Escort. His vision and strategies had a profound impact on Ford, helping to shape the company into a major industry player. However, despite his significant contributions, Iacocca's relationship with Henry Ford II, the notoriously temperamental head of Ford, deteriorated. This conflict ultimately led to Iacocca's dismissal from Ford. The timing of his departure was fortuitous for Chrysler, as the company was in desperate need of a turnaround leader. Chrysler seized the opportunity to bring Iacocca on board, recognizing his exceptional talent and innovative mindset. Under Iacocca's leadership, Chrysler embarked on a remarkable revival. One of his key strategies was the introduction of the Dodge K-Car platform, starting with the Dodge Aries. The K-Car series was pivotal in stabilizing Chrysler, providing the company with a much-needed boost and laying the groundwork for future success. With this revitalization, Chrysler was positioned to take bold new steps. It was in this climate of renewal and innovation that the Shelby Charger emerged. Iacocca's influence and the company's renewed vigor set the stage for the creation of this unique and impactful vehicle. Understanding Chrysler's dramatic turnaround helps to underscore the significance of the Shelby Charger and its role in the company's resurgence during the 1980s. In 1981, Chrysler's fortunes began to turn around thanks to the introduction of the K-Car series, which included models like the Plymouth Reliant. These compact cars, though far from glamorous, played a crucial role in rejuvenating the struggling Chrysler empire. The K-Cars may not have been the most exciting vehicles on the market, but their practical design and affordability helped stabilize the company and get all of Chrysler's brands back on track. The success of the K-Cars paved the way for a broader revival, including the return of a once iconic nameplate, the Dodge Charger. The Charger had been absent from the market for 3 years, with its last production run ending in 1978. When it reappeared, it was clear that the new model bore little resemblance to the muscle car that had originally defined the Charger's legacy in the 1960s. The 1978 Dodge Charger, which had been the last iteration before the hiatus, marked a significant departure from its high-performance roots. Instead of the aggressive, high-powered muscle car that enthusiasts had come to love, the 1978 model was a large, V8-powered luxury coupe. While it was well-equipped and comfortable, it lacked the sporty edge and performance characteristics that had made the original Chargers so legendary. As Chrysler's new direction took hold, the revival of the Charger symbolized a return to performance-oriented vehicles, reflecting the company's renewed commitment to its performance heritage. This shift was part of a broader strategy to reinvigorate Chrysler's lineup and restore its position in the automotive world. In 1981, Chrysler began to see a light at the end of the tunnel with the launch of the K-Car series, which prominently featured models like the Plymouth Reliant. While these compact cars were far from glamorous, they played a vital role in revitalizing the struggling Chrysler empire. The K-Cars may not have been the most thrilling vehicles on the market, but their practical design, reliability, and affordability made them appealing to consumers, helping to stabilize the company's finances and get all of Chrysler's brands back on solid ground. The success of the K-Car lineup set the stage for a broader revival within the company, allowing for the much-anticipated return of a once iconic nameplate, the Dodge Charger. After a 3-year absence from the market, the Charger was reintroduced in 1981, but it was clear that this new model bore little resemblance to the muscle car that had once defined its legacy in the 1960s. The last iteration of the Charger, produced in 1978, marked a significant shift away from its high-performance roots. Gone was the aggressive styling and raw power that had captured the hearts of enthusiasts. Instead, the 1978 model was a large, V8-powered luxury coupe, designed for comfort rather than speed. While it offered a host of modern amenities and a smooth ride, it lacked the sporty edge and exhilarating performance that had made the original Chargers legendary. As Chrysler embraced its new direction, the revival of the Charger symbolized a renewed commitment to performance-oriented vehicles. This was not just a nostalgic nod to the past, but a strategic move to re-establish Chrysler's presence in the competitive automotive landscape. The return of the Charger was part of a larger initiative to reinvigorate the entire lineup, blending modern design with the performance heritage that enthusiasts craved. With the Charger back in the fold, Chrysler aimed to capture the spirit of its iconic past while also addressing the needs of a changing market. This balance between heritage and innovation would become a hallmark of Chrysler's resurgence in the years to come. In an effort to cling to the prestige of its storied past, the 1978 Dodge Charger prioritized comfort over muscle, yet it carried the same nameplate that had once symbolized high performance and excitement. However, by the end of the 1970s, this approach was becoming increasingly outdated. The golden age of muscle cars was fading, and the Charger was struggling to maintain its relevance in a rapidly evolving automotive landscape. By 1981, the world of automobiles had changed dramatically. The oil crises of the 1970s had skyrocketed fuel prices, forcing manufacturers to rethink their designs and strategies. The era of massive engines and fuel-thirsty land yachts was coming to an end. Instead, the market was shifting towards smaller, more fuel-efficient vehicles that met the demands of an increasingly cost-conscious consumer base. The reintroduction of the Dodge Charger during this transformative period reflected this significant shift in priorities. This new Charger was not just a continuation of its predecessors. It was a stark departure from everything that had come before. In fact, at first, the Charger wasn't even a standalone model. Instead, it was part of the broader K-Car platform, which emphasized practicality and affordability over raw power and performance. This new direction for the Charger was a bold move, signaling Chrysler's attempt to adapt to changing market dynamics while still trying to honor its performance heritage. Although it lacked the aggressive styling and muscle of earlier models, the Charger aimed to attract a new generation of drivers looking for a balance of style, comfort, and efficiency. As Chrysler navigated this new terrain, the Charger's evolution served as both a reflection of the times and a reminder of the legacy it sought to uphold. The challenge would be to capture the essence of what made the Charger iconic while fitting it into the modern automotive world. In 1981, the Charger nameplate made its comeback, but it wasn't reintroduced as a standalone model. Instead, it emerged as a performance package for the Dodge Omni 024, a small, sporty two-door hatchback that shared its DNA with the four-door Dodge Omni hatchback. This new downsized Charger represented a significant shift in the automotive landscape, where performance was no longer solely defined by engine size, but rather by the ability to balance power with fuel efficiency. Initially dubbed the Charger 2.2, this performance package debuted in 1982 and added $399 to the base price of the Omni 024. For that investment, buyers received more than just a new badge on their vehicle. The Charger 2.2 came equipped with a range of sporty enhancements that set it apart from the standard Omni. Among these were eye-catching new graphics that gave the car a distinctive look, a functional hood scoop that hinted at its performance capabilities, and a rear spoiler designed to improve aerodynamics. Moreover, special gearing was incorporated to enhance its performance, allowing the Charger 2.2 to deliver a more engaging driving experience. This package represented a clever way for Dodge to revive the Charger legacy while adapting to the realities of a new era in the automotive industry. The Charger 2.2 aimed to appeal not only to enthusiasts looking for a sporty ride but also to a broader audience seeking an affordable vehicle that didn't compromise on style or efficiency. It marked a new chapter for the Charger name, reflecting a commitment to innovation and a recognition of changing consumer preferences. The heart of the new Charger was a 2.2-liter inline four-cylinder engine, producing a modest 84 horsepower. Developed by Chrysler, this engine was a far cry from the powerful V8s that had defined earlier models of the Charger. However, for its time, the 84 horsepower engine had some surprisingly peppy characteristics, making it a fun option for everyday driving. For those seeking an extra thrill, Dodge also offered a turbocharged version of the 2.2, providing an exciting boost for performance enthusiasts. Initially, the Charger was introduced with this setup, and it achieved moderate sales success in its first 2 years, which encouraged Dodge to explore further enhancements. Recognizing the potential for an even sportier offering, Chrysler turned to an iconic figure for help, Carroll Shelby. A longtime friend of Lee Iacocca, Shelby was called out of retirement to lend his expertise in crafting a more performance-oriented image for the brand. His wealth of experience in the automotive world made him the ideal candidate to brainstorm ideas for a high-performance Charger. However, the reality was that these front-wheel drive, four-cylinder vehicles were a significant departure from the classic muscle cars Shelby had traditionally worked on. Yet, Shelby's ingenuity and passion for performance were crucial in reimagining the Charger for a new generation. His involvement promised to infuse the Charger with a sporty flair and performance enhancements that could resonate with both longtime fans and new customers alike, setting the stage for an exciting evolution of this storied nameplate. Despite the challenges of adapting to a new automotive landscape, Carroll Shelby was determined to work his magic and help create a contemporary performance car for the Dodge brand. As discussions began around what would ultimately become the Shelby Charger, Shelby laid out his vision for the vehicle with clarity and purpose. He stated, "I set out all the parameters that I wanted in the car. The primary goal was to develop the best handling front-wheel drive car available. It had to have a unique appearance and perform adequately." Shelby was realistic. He knew this wasn't going to be another Cobra, and he made no claims for it to be. Instead, he focused on creating a vehicle that could be enhanced further down the line. Shelby emphasized that the design should allow buyers to upgrade their cars with parts from Chrysler's Direct Connection program, giving them the flexibility to elevate performance according to their personal preferences. He also made it clear that keeping the base price around $8,000 was crucial, ensuring the car remained accessible to a wide audience. In short, Shelby envisioned a car that could outperform the likes of the Volkswagen GTI and compete with the Porsche 924, all while being budget-friendly. This balance of performance, style, and affordability was at the core of his design philosophy, and it set the stage for the Shelby Charger to carve out its own niche in the competitive landscape of sporty compacts. In 1983, Carroll Shelby finally saw his vision come to life. From 1983 to 1987, he took the Dodge Charger and transformed it into the Shelby Charger, which would be sold at dealerships under his name. This new model was more than just a badge change. It embodied a fresh, dynamic aesthetic that reflected its performance roots. At the front, the Shelby Charger showcased a more rigid and defined appearance. It featured a sleek, thin horizontal grille flanked by recessed taillights, giving it a modern look. The sharp lines flowed seamlessly into a long, sloping hood that led into an angled windshield, creating an aerodynamic silhouette that screamed speed. The flat roofline extended towards the rear, culminating in a hatchback design that boasted a distinctive aquarium-like rear window, setting it apart from traditional compact cars. This rear window was topped with square-shaped taillights, which added a touch of character to the overall design. What truly distinguished the Shelby Charger were the performance-inspired design elements. Shelby added bold racing stripes that ran the length of the car, underscoring its sporty persona. Ground effects kits on the sides enhanced its stance, giving the vehicle a lower, more aggressive profile. A redesigned front nose added a sense of fierceness, making it clear that this was no ordinary compact hatchback. These modifications not only improved the Shelby Charger's visual appeal but also reinforced its identity as a performance vehicle, ready to take on the competition while still being accessible to everyday drivers. Shelby's touch transformed the Charger into a car that was not only fun to drive but also a head-turner on the road. These changes, coupled with the new front-end styling, gave the Shelby Charger a distinctly sportier look compared to the standard Charger model. The Dodge Shelby Chargers were offered in 4 striking color combinations, each designed to enhance its aggressive aesthetic. Buyers could choose from a sleek black with a silver skunk stripe, a vibrant Santa Fe blue also featuring a silver stripe, a classic silver adorned with a Santa Fe blue skunk stripe, and of course, garnet red with a signature silver skunk stripe. All these eye-catching exterior combinations were applied to the same lightweight chassis, weighing in at just 2,456 pounds and boasting a short 99.2-inch wheelbase, which contributed to its nimble handling. The Shelby Charger's front end utilized a standard setup with McPherson struts, while the rear suspension featured a semi-independent layout with coil springs and trailing arms. This simple but effective suspension design provided a balance of comfort and performance, making it suitable for both daily driving and spirited handling on winding roads. Over its 4-year production run, the Shelby Charger was powered by a variety of 4-cylinder engines, each engineered to provide a blend of efficiency and spirited performance. This adaptability allowed the Charger to cater to a range of driving preferences, maintaining its appeal among enthusiasts looking for a fun, affordable performance vehicle. The combination of sporty aesthetics, thoughtful engineering, and a variety of power options made the Shelby Charger a unique offering in the automotive landscape of the 1980s. At the heart of the Shelby Charger was a 2.2-liter single overhead cam inline-4 engine, featuring a bore of 3.44 inches and a stroke of 3.63 inches. In its early form, this naturally aspirated engine was carbureted and produced a modest 107 horsepower in the initial Shelby Chargers, thanks to a compression boost over the standard 2.2. This provided a respectable performance for a compact car of its time. By 1984, engineers managed to squeeze a bit more power from the engine, increasing its output to 110 horsepower. However, the real game-changer came in 1985 with the introduction of a turbocharged version of the 2.2-liter engine, internally known as the T1. This upgrade marked a significant leap in performance. The new multi-port fuel-injected engine now generated an impressive 146 horsepower. The introduction of the Garrett T3 turbocharger was a critical factor in this boost, greatly enhancing the engine's performance and especially its torque, making the Shelby Charger a more thrilling ride. This turbocharged setup not only offered improved acceleration but also provided drivers with a more dynamic driving experience, bridging the gap between everyday usability and spirited performance. But hold on, because we're not done yet. The Shelby Charger had more surprises in store, and as enthusiasts quickly discovered, the fun was just beginning. In its final year, Shelby unveiled their most potent iteration yet, the the Shelby Charger GLHS, which stands for Goes Like Hell Some More. Yes, you heard that right. This model took the performance of the Charger to exhilarating new heights. The GLHS was part of an exclusive production run of just 1,000 cars, making it a true collector's item. What set this model apart was that Shelby himself and his team personally outfitted all the donor cars in-house, ensuring that each one met their exacting standards. This hands-on approach meant that every GLHS received meticulous attention to detail, reflecting Shelby's commitment to performance and quality. These cars were given the same treatment as the limited-release 1986 Shelby Omni GLHS, known for its impressive upgrades and sporty enhancements. The Charger GLHS boasted a turbocharged engine with enhanced tuning, aggressive styling, and performance modifications that elevated it above its predecessors. With features like improved suspension, upgraded brakes, and distinctive styling cues, the Shelby Charger GLHS was designed to deliver a thrilling driving experience that lived up to its bold name. For enthusiasts and collectors alike, this final chapter of the Charger legacy was a fitting tribute to the spirit of performance that Carroll Shelby had championed throughout his career. The Shelby Charger GLHS may have appeared to be the more pedestrian hatchback version of the Charger chassis, but beneath the surface, it was anything but ordinary. Powertrain-wise, it was nearly identical to its predecessors, but the 2.2-liter engine in these GLHS models underwent extensive modifications by the Shelby team. Now featuring a forged crank, new pistons, and a unique two-piece intake manifold, the engine was significantly upgraded. The turbocharger was also enhanced, now pushing a robust 12 pounds of boost. These modifications elevated the power output to an impressive 175 horsepower and 175 foot-pounds of torque. This increase in performance translated to remarkable numbers. The GLHS boasted a quarter-mile time of just 14.8 seconds at 96 miles per hour, and a top speed of 135 miles per hour. These figures positioned this little turbocharged four-cylinder on par with the likes of IROC Camaros, proving that it was a serious contender in the performance arena. Helping to put this power to the ground was the A525 5-speed manual transmission, which was later replaced by the Getrag A555 5-speed manual. Yes, I know, that's a lot of fives. This drivetrain was complemented by a rear axle ratio of 3.561, providing the Charger with an excellent balance of sportiness for spirited driving and the comfort needed for freeway cruising. The Shelby Charger GLHS was not just a performance upgrade, it was a testament to Shelby's engineering prowess, making it a standout in the compact performance segment of its time. The braking system of the Shelby Charger GLHS was designed to match its performance capabilities, featuring disc brakes in the front and drum brakes in the rear. This setup provided reliable stopping power, essential for a car with such impressive acceleration. To enhance the driving experience further, both the Shelby Chargers and the GLHS models were equipped with a tighter steering rack that improved responsiveness, giving drivers more precise control. Coupled with upgraded brakes, sportier spring rates, and enhanced shock absorbers, these modifications significantly improved the car's cornering ability. In the case of the GLHS, every aspect was fine-tuned to ensure that it could tackle curves and corners with confidence, offering a more engaging driving experience. The performance-oriented tires provided better grip, allowing the Charger to maintain its composure even during spirited driving sessions. This combination of enhanced braking, responsive steering, and upgraded suspension components turned the Shelby Charger GLHS into a true performer on the road, embodying the spirit of sportiness and excitement that Carroll Shelby had envisioned. The braking system on the Shelby Charger GLHS was thoughtfully designed for performance, featuring disc brakes in the front and drum brakes in the rear. This setup ensured reliable stopping power, essential for a car that excelled in acceleration. Both the Shelby Chargers and the GLHS models benefited from a tighter steering rack, which enhanced responsiveness and allowed for more precise control during spirited driving. Additionally, they were equipped with sportier spring rates, improved shock absorbers, and high-quality tires to boost cornering capabilities. For the GLHS specifically, Shelby took performance a step further by outfitting it with Koni adjustable shocks and struts. paired with Goodyear Eagle tires. This combination significantly enhanced handling, making the GLHS more agile and capable than its standard Shelby Charger counterparts. Inside, the Shelby Charger and GLHS models showcased a classic 80s interior, complete with a square plastic-fitted dashboard and a prominent tachometer. Up front, 2 bucket seats featured the Shelby logo on the headrests, perfectly matching the car's sporty color scheme and centered around a 5-speed shifter. The rear bench seat, also color-coordinated, sat beneath the hatchback glass, maintaining the vehicle's cohesive design. This simple yet functional interior design not only kept the weight down but also stayed true to the car's budget sports car roots. The focus on performance over luxury resonated well with enthusiasts, proving that the budget sports car concept was not only viable but also effective in delivering an exhilarating driving experience. Thanks to the visionary leadership of Lee Iacocca, the engineering expertise of Carroll Shelby, and the dedicated teams that brought it all together, the Dodge-Shelby partnership successfully created a sporty version of the Charger. With a manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP, of around $8,500, Dodge produced an impressive 24,000 Shelby Chargers between 1983 and 1987. This total included 1,500 Shelby GLHS cars, 1,000 Chargers and 500 Omni models, making them a notable part of the total production line during that period. These vehicles were engineered to compete head-to-head with the detuned V8s of the era, and they succeeded admirably. The Shelby Chargers offered a blend of performance and affordability that appealed to a wide range of enthusiasts. To illustrate the GLHS's capabilities, Hot Rod magazine conducted a head-to-head race against a classic 1965 GT350. In a surprising twist, the new Dodge outperformed the legendary Mustang on the racetrack, proving that the Shelby Charger had indeed carved out its place in automotive history. In the end, the Dodge Shelby Charger concluded its production run on a high note, culminating in the dynamic GLHS model. This car not only paid homage to its muscle car roots but also showcased the innovation and performance that defined the Shelby legacy, leaving a lasting impression on the world of performance compact cars. The Charger itself was eventually phased out and wouldn't make its triumphant return until 2005. Carroll Shelby remained with Dodge until the early 2000s, contributing his expertise to various projects before refocusing on his own brand and collaborating once again with Ford. Lee Iacocca, a pivotal figure in Chrysler's resurgence, retired in 1992, leaving behind a legacy that solidified his role in revitalizing the company during challenging times. The Shelby Charger and Charger GLHS stand as perfect examples of the philosophy that sometimes less is more, particularly in an era when manufacturers struggled to create high-horsepower vehicles. Instead of relying solely on sheer engine size, they innovated and thought outside the box, utilizing the technology available to them to infuse these American economy cars with performance that could rival European competitors. These models showcased how ingenuity and determination could transform compact cars into formidable performers, proving that spirited driving didn't have to come with a hefty price tag or massive horsepower. And that's the story of the Shelby Charger and the Charger GLHS. Thank you all for watching another video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out. But for now, that wraps up our deep dive into the Shelby Charger and the Charger GLHS. I appreciate your time and enthusiasm for these incredible vehicles. Until next time, keep the passion alive, and I'll see you all soon, fellow enthusiasts.